Now this is a story from God's Word. One day, Jesus and his 12 closest followers, they got into a boat to go across to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. And when they got there, Jesus was getting out of the boat. And as soon as he stepped out, a man came running toward him, screaming and yelling. And this man was completely naked. And he lived in that area among the tombs in a cemetery. He was possessed by many demons. Now, at night, he would go around the countryside, roaming, just yelling and screaming. And people in a nearby village, they had tried many times to control him by putting chains and shackles on his hands and his feet. But this man that was possessed by demons, he was too strong, and he would always break the chains. No one was strong enough to hold him. And so this man he would cut himself with rocks. Now this is the man that was running toward Jesus without any clothes, screaming. And as he approached Jesus, Jesus commanded the demons, "Come out of him!" And as soon as Jesus said that, this man just fell at Jesus' feet, and these demons began to beg Jesus not to hurt them. One of them said, "We know who you are. You are the Son of the Most High God. Have you come to punish us before our time? Have you come to put us in that place that God has created for those who disobey? Please don't punish us." Well, then Jesus asked them a question and said, "What's your name?" And one of them said, "Our name is Many, because there are many of us inside this man." And they began to beg Jesus again not to punish them, not to send them away. Well, there were some pigs that were grazing on a nearby hillside, and these demons, they began to beg Jesus, "Please let us go over into those pigs." And Jesus commanded, "Go." And immediately all of these demons came out of this man, and they went into this herd of pigs. Now there were about 2,000 pigs, and they literally went hog wild when the demons went into them. And these pigs, they rushed down this steep slope over a cliff into the Sea of Galilee, where they drowned. Now watching all of this was some local pig herders. There were 2 of them. And they rushed back to the local town, and they began to tell the people what they had seen. So the local people, along with these 2 pig herders, they went down to where Jesus was, and when they got there, they saw this man who had been possessed by demons sitting quietly at the feet of Jesus, fully dressed. Well, the pig herders began to tell the crowd again what had happened. And when the crowd heard it again, they began to beg Jesus, "Please go away from this place. Leave this region." So Jesus and his 12 closest followers, they began to get in the boat to leave. And this man who had been possessed by demons said to Jesus, "Please, let me go with you." And Jesus said, "No, you stay here. I want you to go back to your family and tell them how good God has been to you." And so this man did what Jesus said. He went back and he told his family, and he also told his friends. And not only that, but there were 10 towns in this area, and he went to each of these towns telling them what Jesus had done for him that day. And the people who heard this story, they were amazed.